Hi! Hi, everybody! Hi! Hello! How is everybody doing today? Blah. Hello! For some reason, the comments aren't showing. I wonder why. It's so weird. Ugh, so weird. I don't know why that keeps happening. Hold on! Let me fix this problem! Oof. Oof! What? Ugh. You know what? I was worried when I first saw the title. What? Wow! Hello! Graduation I know. It sounds like I'm graduating, doesn't it? Like, I'm gonna add the thumbnail later, which is, you know, also gonna be a problem. Oh boy. I don't know. The comments are not showing for some reason. Oh boy, I wonder why. Hold on. It's so weird. It's so weird. You know, but before we get started, hi everybody. Before we get started, oh my gosh, hi. Oh my gosh, you did not just hear that. Sorry, I'm just having so much trouble right now. Let me fix it. As I'm trying to show the Clii player. So, hi, hello, Luke Bladefield. Hi, what's up? How is everyone doing today? Today we're gonna learn about Japanese graduations because it is graduation season. Take your time, thank you. There we go. Gee, took forever. Oh, okay. Think this should fix it. Come on. Ugh, okay. Alright. Is this working? Someone type something. I don't know why. Hold on. Is it working? Let me know. Let me know. Hold on. Booga booga. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hey everybody! How is your day? My day was just fantastic. Yeah, I just hope you all have a good day as we talk about Japanese graduations. Yippee! Yeah, so the thing about graduations is first, a lot of you guys probably know this, but you know, when is graduation? I actually didn't know this either, but graduations in like European countries like usually are around like May and June. Meanwhile, Japan is at like March. I think that was also the same for like maybe China and like Thailand. I think that's the case for those countries, usually Asian countries. Yeah, right before summer. Yeah. Because you guys have like autumn semesters, and I feel like schools that have autumn semesters usually have their graduations around summer. Meanwhile, like schools that have like what, spring semesters, or like what do you call those, like summer semesters, like their graduation would be around spring, if that makes sense. Because like I heard that European or like American schools have like 2 semesters. Is that true? Like you guys only have 2 semesters? Like Japan, we have 3 semesters. We start school around April, May, June, July, and around the middle of the July, we get about a month and a half break. And from September, we start our 2nd semester that goes all the way until December. Around, you know, right before Christmas actually, we start our break. And then, Konnichiwa shokken, irashai, irashai, hello. Oh, okay, BGM tad overpowering, hold on. Alright, is that good? Does that sound better? Does that sound good, Theo? Much better. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, Japanese 3rd semester starts around the beginning of January. It used to be like around January 5th and goes until like the middle of March, I think. And then, you know, again, first semester, second semester, third semester, it's like over and over again. So, yeah. So because of that, right now is like the peak of graduation season in Japan. Funny enough, some of the people I know have just graduated. Like some of their graduations were like yesterday, the day before yesterday. Some of them, the graduation is like tomorrow. And it's like this week especially is peak graduation week. So that's why I wanted to do this class today, because I wanted to talk about like the culture, a bit of like Japanese culture behind graduations. So hold on, let me go on. But let me know about what your graduations are like in your countries, whether you live in like America, like Brazil, England, I don't know. Is graduation also a new year for underclassmen? So graduation, like I'm pretty sure other countries have it too. Graduation ceremonies, the underclassmen also participate. And it is not like a new year. It's like the event before, a few days before like their year ends, if that makes sense. It's like a few days before their third semester ends. So for the graduates, it's their last day of going to school. But for the underclassmen, it's like one of the last big events of the year before they go into spring vacation. So they still have to go to school after graduation usually. It's kind of weird, isn't it? So yeah. I think they usually go to school after graduation, the underclassmen. Obviously not the graduates, because you know it's graduation. Why would they go back to school unless they had homework that they had not submitted or something like that? But yeah, graduation doesn't necessarily mean New Year for underclassmen. It's basically like the big event of the last year. I see the underclassmen in America get to watch the seniors leave school 3 weeks before summer break. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's neat. That's a neat thing. Hold on. But yeah. So next up, you guys might be curious, what do we wear on graduation? So there's a few answers to this. Usually, it's like the bottom half here. If your school has a uniform, you wear the uniform to your graduation. The closest illustration I could find was this. You know, like they have their graduate certificate. Is that what you guys call it? Yeah. So they usually, if it's schools like junior high schools, or heck, even elementary schools that have, you know, uniforms, we just wear the uniforms, and we would have like a little brooch, like a little flower brooch on our blazers. So like we would have flowers around on our jackets. Sometimes like the underclassmen make those, which is kind of cute. It depends on the school, obviously, but sometimes the underclassmen make the flower brooches. Oh, we have to borrow a uniform for a graduation ceremony. Oh, really? Oh, is it like the ones that I see usually for like college graduations? I thought those were like only colleges. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, usually we just wear the uniform. But the big one here, called the hakama. This is what usually girls wear, but oh no, it's high school too. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. But this hakama comes from the traditional Japanese wear that men used to wear. Fun fact, in May we have Children's Day, or what we call Boys' Day, and little boys wear hakama. But women now also wear hakama because in the Meiji period, women just started going to school, and hakamas were their school uniforms. So at the time, since it was so difficult for women to, how do I say it, like kind of go to school, like it was, how do you say it, it was wearing a hakama is like a proud symbol for girls, like I wrote here, a proud symbol for girls in the Meiji period. Like, oh, she's a schoolgirl, oh, she's so smart, she must be so smart, kind of like, it's very symbolic. Yeah, And later on, a bit after that, schoolgirls wearing hakamas started to lead fashion in the Meiji period, incorporating like Western fashion such as boots into their fashion. Although in this illustration, like she's not wearing boots, but usually we wear boots with hakamas because that was like the main fashion in the Meiji period. So that is still like being represented now, and usually girls would wear hakamas on their university graduation. Heck, I know someone who just had their graduation in university, and because their university was so international, a lot of female students who graduated wore their traditional like clothing. So like if they were from like China, they wore like their traditional Chinese clothing. It's actually very interesting. But usually for like university guys especially, they just wear suits. Some women also wear suits, but I find this a lot with like Japanese culture. Like even on the coming of age ceremony, which happens when you're 20. They recently changed the name because the age of being an adult is now down to 18 when it used to be 20. But there's a tendency in like Japanese ceremonies where women would wear like these pretty kimonos and like traditional clothing, meanwhile men would just wear suits. Although some of them would also wear traditional clothes, I'm pretty sure some of them also would wear hakama, which is really cool. I love seeing when men also wear traditional clothing because I really think it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's actually so sweet. I know, it's like really, really sweet. And yeah, it's just really, really nice. I never worn a hakama before, but I think it's really cool. I heard that even some elementary school students also wear hakamas. I've never seen it before, but I heard it also happens. Like there's like mini hakamas for like elementary school students who graduate. It's quite cool. Honestly, keep to tradition with the strong history. Yeah, like it's really, really cool. But usually we just wear like school uniforms. Also like for elementary school, usually elementary schools don't have school uniforms. So like what I've seen were like, just like what you just said, they would like buy their own like cool like dresses or like suits, and some of them might even like buy hakamas for themselves for the graduation. I feel like elementary school and university graduations have the widest variety of clothing for students to wear on the graduation. Also, fun fact, for schools that do have uniforms, like I said, that they wear their uniforms to graduation, usually, actually all the time, the teachers will say, guys, you have to wear like this specific uniform because if you don't, like, well, we're gonna make you wear it because we want consistency. It's like usually, you know, there's like the summer uniform and like the winter uniform. The winter uniform being like the blazer, right? So they would try to keep it consistent because you don't want like one student to just not wear a blazer to school because it would just kind of not be consistent. But yeah, it is really cool. But to kind of explain more the flow of the Japanese graduation ceremony. So what usually happens at Japanese graduation, well, you have a few parts of, like, although since COVID hit, I haven't seen a graduation myself since COVID happened, so I'm not quite sure. But at least before COVID, what would happen was that you have, like, for example, like a gym. Like we have gyms in Japanese schools. It would be designated areas for 1, the graduates, 2, the teachers, 3, underclassmen, 4, the parents or like guardians. There will also be like designated areas for like if the school has a brass band, maybe the brass band plays the intro music, or always there's a designated area for like special guests. And usually the teachers, special guests, and graduates are all around the same area. Usually the graduates are between the teachers' designated seats and the special guests. For example, like the PTA or like sometimes even the mayor would come. You're quite lucky if the mayor comes. We don't really have like really special guests, like a singer comes, not really. But what would happen, oh dang, the mayor. Yeah, sometimes. There's just so many schools. I don't think the mayor has time to attend all, but there's always like a mayor's message. Someone always reads like the mayor's message, saying, you know, congratulations. Oh, I didn't know you guys also have PTA. Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, we do. Sorry, I keep forgetting to like not inhale as I swallow my saliva. I don't know why I keep doing that. But yeah, we also have PTA. So like the leader of the PTA will like make a speech like, oh, congratulations on graduating, stuff like that. But also, what I find fun about graduation ceremonies is that, like, you guys know me, I love singing, so there's like so many opportunities to sing at graduations. For example, when the graduation starts, the graduates kind of enter, and like there's this grand music playing, everyone's like walking in, graduation just started, and everyone's like arrived at their seats. Like everything is choreographed perfectly. Everyone walks in like perfect perfect lines. They all like stand in front of their seats, and when everyone in the class is there, they all sit down simultaneously. Here in Argentina, secondary schools do a ceremony where they give you a certificate, and if you're lucky, you and your classmates travel. Wow, that is so cool. So you get to like travel if you're lucky? Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. I do have like a few friends who did say like on their graduation, like they had like a raffle where they could go to like Tokyo Disneyland and stuff. I mean, my friends didn't get any, but like, wow, like that doesn't really usually happen. I heard like it happens at some schools, but not all of them. It's really cool though. But the thing where it gets interesting is that, well, first we sing like the national anthem, Kimi ga Yo, and then after that, the whole, you know, speeches start, principal, the guests, PTA, and then we have the graduates sing a song to their underclassmen and teachers, like a thank you song. Like, it's not one song, like every year, depending on the school, the graduates or like the music teachers will like choose what song for their students to sing, and it's like really nice. It's really nice. They always practice that. And then you have the underclassmen singing to the graduates. Again, a different song, but everyone in just beautiful harmonies. It's really nice. But yeah, I also have like a bit of information about like where like this all began, but there's like another thing. This depends on if this is a elementary school graduation, or if this is, let's say, a high school graduation. So in elementary school graduation, we have what it's called a yobikake. So it would be one by one, some of the graduates would have a speech. It's like one speech, but a few of the graduates would kind of say a line, another one says a line, another one says a line. So it would be a speech about these 3 years have been so much fun, like the field trip to like Nara, or like the graduates vacation to like Okinawa or something like that. So it's I think it's like something only Japanese schools do. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard of that. Yeah. I don't know if anime has really touched upon that, but like it's really fun. We didn't get to do that. Yeah. So like there's actually history behind who created that. It started in like one of the small schools where at the time it was like 1950, and one of the principals, middle school does it. Oh, that's cool. But But yeah, at the time, like teachers were so exhausted, the students were like not cooperating as much, like they were not really that enthusiastic because like oh my gosh, everyone's just talking, it's so boring. So in order to like change that up, teachers wish to instill proactivity in their students. So what the teacher or the principal did was like this is a graduation, guys. We need some like, how do you say? We need some tears of joy. So what they thought of was they wanted the children or like the students, the graduation students, like create their own kind of like memories of the graduation. So they had the principal think of what the children were going to say, like, oh, the like field trip was fun, stuff like that. And then the children would kind of say that out loud. So usually it's like the same kind of thing to say. But sometimes like it would be different depending on what events the school had. Like for example, the like energetics sports day where everyone raced to be number one or stuff like that. Or sometimes they would mention like, thank you mother for like giving birth to me, thank you father for working hard, and stuff like that. And because of this, it just blew up in the whole country and every school started doing it. And I think it's a really cool thing. Like it really kind of makes the students be a part of their graduation, if that makes sense. Oh cool, yeah, exactly. The cool thing about this person who created this is that he's also responsible for changing so many things about Japanese education. Like, what else? Like, this person has changed so much about the Japanese, for example, like sports day. So in Japan, sports day, children kind of are the main part of creating it. Like the children would kind of like have their own tents. They make their own tents, like set up their own tents and stuff like that. Of course the PTA and the teachers help as well, but the children are a big part of setting up these like stuff. Like heck, even in my school, like we had an idea, hey, we have those like equipment for like we can do, what do you call 障害物競争? Like a race, obstacle race. Yeah, like the children have a lot of power. Well, not a lot, but like some power to like change the events. Oh yeah, the culture yeah, exactly. Like, so the reason why that started becoming a thing is because this guy said, hey, it's the kids like festival, should the kids be a part of it? So his name is, I think, Saito, I think. But like, this guy is really awesome. I feel like Japanese education or like Japanese events are like really like would be so different without this person. That always seems so cool that I wish we had something similar. I know, it's really cool. Like Culture Festival even depends. Like I'm pretty sure when it's like around November, I'll do like a Japanese class about it. My school is very unique about it. But yeah, moving on. Next we have trends in graduation ceremonies. So like, there's a few things here. A few things I do want to touch upon is there's a girl taking a selfie. First, the thing is that I don't think anyone doesn't do this. We write like messages on like the blackboard, and sometimes it's from the teacher to the students. Like one image that I saw was like really, really sweet was that there is it's the prom queen. No, we don't have prom. But yeah, what I thought was sweet was that there's like 2 different kinds of blackboards. One with the schedule, like first class, second class, third class, so on, and like the main blackboard, the one that you use for class. So the one that I saw, which was so sweet, was the one the teacher had written for their students, which said first class, and the blank where there's supposed to be a subject. The teacher wrote 1 week later, 1 hour later, graduation starts. 2 weeks later, I'm still the student of this school. 3 weeks later, my high school life begins. Like 4 weeks later, I'm studying for class and attending club. And like 5 years later, let's meet again at your coming of age ceremony. 6 was crossed out and said, I will assign you one last homework, and it is to live your life to the fullest. And I was reading that, and I just became so emotional. Like, I can't even imagine like having like on your last day of like school, you go to school and like you see this like really sweet message, like oh boy, like graduation hasn't begun. Like graduation hasn't begun, and I'll be like bawling my eyes out. Oh my gosh, I know, it's like so sweet, isn't it? Yeah, you guys have the same teachers for years. Yeah, I mean like some schools are different. Like my school, like we had like the same teacher for like years and years, but like other schools, like the teachers change a lot, but like this teacher is still like technically at the school. But like honestly, I think it just depends on the school. But yeah, then we have like the prom queen, like girl taking a selfie. Oh my gosh, my phone! Oh my gosh, my phone! Oh my gosh. But yeah, so on graduation, a lot of girls like take selfies with like tiaras on. I feel like it's kind of like the prom queen effect. We switch teachers every 6 months. Oh really? Oh really? That's like not enough time to get to know the teacher. Oh man. But yeah, like another thing is that like girls will wear tiaras, or usually girls or like boys will send each other flowers on their graduation day. Like, oh congrats, you graduate, like today's your graduation, I'm sending you flowers. Like it, but now there's like a trend for like high school girls where they would like put flowers inside like these like capsule things, which is like are really cute. I think those are like really, really cute. Yeah, I feel like those are like absolutely cute. Like I'm looking at it. Like I don't have the actual picture, but like yeah, we give flowers to each other. Also like another thing about the Blackboard messages is that, well, I find that it's usually the students who like leave messages for the teachers. Like they wouldn't write anything in the morning because like the morning is like the busiest hour of the graduation day. Like everyone's getting ready, like sometimes like getting their like hair set up or you know, just everyone just coming in. Oh my gosh, is that kid late on his graduation day? Like, you know, so much anxiety. And the teacher being like, all right, is everyone here and stuff like that. But like after graduation, like the teachers have to like kind of stay behind and just take care of some things, like talk to the guardians, being like, hey, it was an honor taking care of your children for like however long, you know, 3 years. So while the teachers are talking to the parents, the students would be like, oh, come on guys, let's like write messages for our homeroom teachers. So they would just flood the Blackboard, everyone taking like a white or pink or like blue chalk, and then would just write or draw on the Blackboard, which is, I know, it's so sweet, isn't it? And like they would just leave so many messages like, oh teacher, we love you so much, or like, oh we'll come see you again and stuff like that. And like I have seen so many videos where they would like surprise the teacher, and then they would also have like a bouquet of flowers ready for the teacher, which, and also like a paper which we call shikishi. It's the kanji of color and paper. Shikishi, which it's really cute. All the students would write like one-line messages. One-line messages for the... Yeah, shikishi. Yeah, that's how you write it. Hi, Chili Apple. Hello. What's up? We're talking about Japanese graduations. But yeah, so like we would write messages for a teacher, and we would give that like a bouquet of flowers, and we give it to a teacher. 99% the teacher would cry, especially if they're like 20s, like late 20s, just starting their school years. It's like really sweet. Hello. Yeah, it's really sweet. Oh yeah, that's another thing, we switch classmates for every class. Oh yeah, because like you guys change classes a lot, right? Sensei Watatsumi, thank you! That is so sweet, OMG, I know! It is so sweet. It is, it really is. Like, also, like the teacher would sometimes bring a camera and say, come on guys, let's take one last picture, and we'll like gather everyone, and everyone takes like one last picture together. Or like, usually I find like the girls would like be crying and they were like, teacher, we love you so much, I can't believe we're graduating, thank you so much. It's really sweet. It's just really sweet. Like graduation is just really such an emotional thing. And I feel like, you know, now that I'm reading your comments, especially because I don't think you would have that kind of deep attachment to your homeroom teacher or your classmates if like you guys just kept changing classes, you know, 6 classes, different classroom. Yeah. Like for us too, we have like different classes, different classrooms, depending. Like sometimes like science would be in the classroom or it would be in the science room because it's an experiment. But like we would still be in the same class. It would still be homeroom class. But sometimes you would have joint classes with like other classes, but that's like really, really rare. But yeah, because of that, you're with your homeroom class, you're with your homeroom teacher for so long that you have such an attachment, and it's just really harder to say goodbye. But you know, like it's really in Western society, school is hated. Graduation here is rather filled with relief emotions. I actually don't doubt that. Yeah, the one thing that was really surprised when I was watching The Last of Us, the first episode, was when, I feel like it was when, like, the bell rang and everyone just started closing their books, and I was like, wait, you guys are just gonna leave without the teacher's permission? And then I was like, oh wait, because you guys have, like, the next class, and you can't afford to, like, lose time. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It probably has to do with schools being closed. Yeah, I feel like every country has its problems with education. I don't know enough about like Western societies, like school education. I find that Japanese classes are kind of fun. Like English education, like it could always be better, but like it's trying its best. I feel like it's always trying. Yeah, we got 5 minutes. Japan, we have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes. In elementary school, if it's like between the 2nd and 3rd class, we have 20 minutes. And in middle school, we have like 10 minutes. High school, also 10 minutes between every class. Jeez, 5 minutes. You can't do anything in 5 minutes. Oh, and we never clean the school. Yeah, that's also like another thing. Especially before graduation, underclassmen like clean the school a lot. Also, like after graduation, the underclassmen will like go through like their senpai's classrooms and they will like clear out the desks. I have encountered a disgusting sight before. I don't want to go through it all. It's really important. There was like we had Japanese schools usually have like milk cartons, like little milk cartons for like lunch. Someone had left a milk carton in their desk for a year. Or like 6 months at least. Oh my gosh, it was so disgusting. Like the girl who found it was like hands up, and I was like, I am not touching that. Like it was like shoved to the back of the desk. And I was like, oh my gosh. And we took it out, it was like smelly. Ew. Like we don't even have clubs doing this. Really? Oh my gosh. Why do you go to school? Yeah, nasty. I know, it's so nasty. But yeah, students clean the schools here. You guys might be surprised, some Japanese schools do actually have janitors. Like, some schools actually have janitors. Like, my schools do have janitors, but they more like take out the trash or like trim the hedges, rather than like actually cleaning the school. Like, maybe, yeah, because like students would like clean the schools. There was a few here, but none were required and costed money. That's kind of a shame, because like one of the best memories that you can make at schools is, I find, like clubs. Like, it's so much fun. A lot of the schools here in Japan are mandatory that you attend clubs. That's also another thing that I didn't mention. After graduation, a lot of the underclassmen of like clubs would stay behind, and they would also have like shikishi, or like a bouquet of flowers, just for their like senpais who are about to graduate. Like, even for like brass band, because especially brass band, because like most of the time brass band students have to go to graduation, because like even COVID, I heard, because they would have to like play music. And I thought that was like really nice. They would just have like a little surprise ready for their senpais, and everyone's just in tears. Okay, we had a cafeteria. Our schools didn't even have a place to get food. Always had to go down the streets to some stores. Oh wow. Like, usually Japanese schools don't allow students to leave campus during their school day. Oh, that's so sweet. I know, it's so sweet. It's such a lovely day. Graduation. It is so sweet. But like, I haven't gotten to like the sweetest part about graduation. Noticed how I haven't talked about any romance so far? Noticed? So I have saved the best for last. The second button, or the second button. So I think you guys may have heard it in some anime, but like a boy would like take off his second button and would like give it to the girl that he likes as like, not a proposal, but like confession of love. So funny enough, this has a very moving history behind it. Oh, you never heard of this? Oh, I thought this anime would have this. We were encouraged to leave. The teachers themselves didn't want to stay. Saw them stores in break time too. Oh, that's kind of funny. Oh man. But yeah, like this is called the daini botan. Daini botan. Botan is like button, but like Japanese way of saying it. And daini is like the second. That's what it means. So the second button is imbued with the meaning of the most important person, because it's like closest to the heart. But here's the thing. The history behind this is actually like really bittersweet. So there's like a few theories of where this started, but it all has to do with World War II. So the biggest like theory of where this started was, so this one was from World War II. Before the guy got like, how do you say it? Deported? Like he had to like go to war. He wanted to confess his love to the girl that he liked. So he gave the girl his second button, and because at the time Japan was like didn't have enough resources to even have like attire for like war. Male students had to go to war wearing their school uniforms. So because the student wanted to have her keep his button like as a part of himself, he gave her the second button. And because the principal at the time was like so moved by the story, he kept telling his students, and that story passed on, and it later became popular and is still a trend. Another theory is that it came from a movie in 1960. Again, it has something to do with World War II. There's a thing called tokotai, where like some students, not students, but men who went to war had to get in planes. Like, it was a really tragic thing. Like, they were wouldn't be able to come back. So the main character in the movie had to fight in the war. He knew he wasn't coming back. So as a goodbye, he would rip his second button and give it to the girl that he loves. And then after the movie aired, interviews asked the director, and he said, well, it's the closest, it's the button closest to the heart. So because of this movie, a lot of youth were so inspired by such, such a romantic movement. So, it just like passed on down generations, and they would, really gift like the buttons. Actually, like all these buttons have meanings. I'll actually go through it. Like all these buttons have meaning. So from above is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what we just went through, like second one means like the most important person. So like you're important to me, you matter to me. That's what the second button means. Meanwhile, the first button means myself. Third button means friend. Fourth button means family. Fifth button means you're just a stranger. I don't know you. Yeah, so like a thing that happens is that like popular guys, like they would be like sworn by girls. The guy would be sworn by girls, and they would be like, oh my gosh, I want all of your buttons. So like, although like the second button is like, the button of like romance, but here if you rip off a button, it means like incoming slap by your mommy. Definitely. There's actually like some services here where you can give it to charity. So like your old uniform can be reused for future generations. I thought that was like really nice. Also there's like services where you can like give your like uniform that you're not gonna use anymore, and they make it like a little miniature version for like your stuffed animal and stuff. I thought that was like really, really cute. Isn't that cute? I really like that. I don't think girls have the same equivalent. I feel like it's always guys. And like, if you see a guy at graduation with no buttons, it means that guy's popular. Like, a lot of the times, like, we don't really care about like the meaning behind the buttons, especially if it's the popular guy. We just want the button because it all looks the same anyways. So like, you still got the button. Sometimes like the girl that the guy's dating or something would get the jacket. I feel like that's also a thing that happens in like Western countries. What do you think? Girls have their idol culture, I guess. Yeah, basically. Basically. But yeah, so yeah, I find that's like really, really romantic. Yeah, also like a lot of times, I forgot to mention here, on graduation day, graduates would get their kind of like our equivalent of the yearbook, but it's not the yearbook, it's the, how do you say, the graduation album. Graduation album? I think you guys have that too, right? If I'm not wrong. I think you guys also have it, right? Where it's an album of when they entered school and until they graduated school. Obviously not the pictures of their graduation. It's like everything leading up to their graduation, but it's like really nice. Usually schools have pictures of all their students, just like the yearbook. And it's like really nice, and students will like use the extra time after graduation they have to sorry, excuse me. To use the extra time that they have after graduation to like sign each other's like graduation album, like leaving messages behind, like, oh my gosh, you're my best friend, I love you so much. It's like really nice. Yeah, it's like, I feel like graduation is like really a big deal here. I mean, like, not only because you're getting your graduation certificate, but also because like it's such an emotional ceremony. Like, so much effort always gets put into this. It's more of like, just a goodbye. Our big thing is maybe a yearbook signing. Yearbook signing? Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, before like I go, because we still have like 15 minutes left. Like let me know about what your school's graduation's like, or if you like have any questions about Japanese like graduations. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Right now, I'm kind of regretting that I didn't bring tea with me because my throat is dying. We get a piece of paper. Yeah, because like graduation certificate, I imagine it's like really different between schools. Because like even Japanese schools, it's like very different. Very, very different. I heard someone I knew used to go to, like they're like way older than me now, but like they used to go to like an art school, and not only would they get like graduation albums, but like they would also get like their art albums. Like I don't know what that is. Like what I heard was that like it had arts from their graduates exhibition. I don't know how that really works, but like they had like all the students' art in there, which I thought was like really cool. Like really cool tradition to have if it's like an art school. Like art course maybe, but yeah, it's like really nice. But yeah, what else? Like what else are you curious about when it comes to Japanese graduations? Also, like I wonder, because I know what happened after like COVID happened. So like after COVID, a year or something, like they wouldn't even have graduations. Like some schools canceled their graduations, some schools had their graduation but only one guardian could come and not the underclassmen. Some schools like they had to, if not all the schools, they had to separate the chairs. Like they couldn't be sitting right next to each other. They had to like literally socially distance themselves. What else? Yeah, because like also like they would have like online graduations, which is like what my friend just had for her graduation. The parents couldn't come see their kids' graduation, so they had to like watch it online. Which is kind of interesting because they just got rid of the mask mandate here in Japan on the 13th. So now we don't have to wear masks outside if we do not want to. So, you know, yay! No more masks. But yeah, usually, yeah, I don't know what graduation is like here now, because I imagine it's like really different compared to like other schools. But yeah, what is your graduation like? So Chili Apple, you only got your graduation certificate and that's it? For us, what else? There's like so many sweet stories. Let me see. You know, nice thing is that like it goes back to I got drunk too, that was fun. I feel like the after parties are like really fun, like graduation wise. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so like here, like back to the thing about like hakamas. Yeah, back to the thing about hakamas. Like not just the students, sometimes like the teachers would wear hakamas too. Because like it's such a special attire and they want their students graduations to be like really something special, so they will also like dress up for the occasion. Yeah, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Also, I like the fact that the girls of late Meiji period to like Taisho period were like the fashion leaders of Japanese society. I thought that was like really interesting and cool. But yeah, like, I wonder what else I can talk about Japanese graduations. I know that next week I'll be talking about hanami, which is a Japanese tradition where we look at cherry blossoms. I feel like a lot of we get a lot of foreign guests here because it's, you know, cherry blossom season and there's like cherry blossoms everywhere. I don't know what you call it though, hanami. Cherry blossom glancing, not glance. It wouldn't be called glance, would it? I don't know. I would have to research that. But like that's, you know, next week. We'll be talking more about cherry blossoms because again, peak season. Like you can see a lot of cherry blossoms in Japan now, which is really nice. There's also, I heard, like cherry blossoms in Ohio, right? I know it's not just a Japanese thing, cherry blossoms. I would call it street cleaning day. It's the thing, we don't watch cherry blossoms kinda... We got cherry blossoms too? Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, like we don't watch cherry blossoms kinda like fall. It's more like watching them bloom. We got them randomly. Oh, so like Japan, we can, I guess we can see them more like concentrated. I guess that's the thing. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. So many things that we can learn about each other's cultures. You know, the episode that I'm really excited about is talking about the culture festival. But that's not gonna be until like November, and it's like so far ahead. I'm really excited to talk about it. The culture festival is like my favorite event. Like sports day is like also fun too. Yeah, that sounds so much fun. I can't wait. I know, same. Like it's really so much fun. Yeah, also like some clubs also have like special like events, like contests of course, but they would also like be part of like community events, which is also really interesting. A school, I read this somewhere, like a school has for their culture festival, they have like their traditional, how do you say, like Japanese drum band. Isn't that so cool? They have their like regional traditional drum band that always comes play. And the best part, they're all children. They're all children from the school. They're all children from the school who come play at the culture festival every year. These are all students of the school who are part of the regional traditional drum band, which is really cool. It's like those big, very big like drums, and like would also have like little flutes, and they will also like be wearing like those like hachimakis. It's like really cool. I really want to talk about all those really cool things about the culture festival, but it's like months away. It's like so far ahead. I'm just concealing my excitement right now. It's really like so many things. I love school here. Like I'm about to start school in April, so I'm gonna start, you know, like doing streams less and less. I'll be like really busy with school, but hopefully like I'll be able to like upload content about Japanese schools because I really like Japan. Like I really love my home country. Like a lot of really cool events here. And honestly, depending on the school, some schools have like their own events, and I feel like that's really interesting and something worth talking about. Maybe like one day we can make a special like edition of about what some schools do and other schools don't. Because I heard like there's also international schools here that have special like events. Boy, that sounds like so much fun. But yeah, also like if you guys have any questions about Japanese culture, like hold on. Let me bring it up. Hold on. Yeah, so like follow my social media. Like ask me any question about Japanese like culture on Twitter. Maybe like I'll answer on like one of my future like Japanese streams. Like if I get enough questions, like I'll answer it every time next stream. Also yeah, like follow my Twitch. Like if you guys are like watching my stream on Twitch right now, feel free to follow. It'll make me so much like really happy. How far are we? We're about like 70 70 followers. Like, oh my gosh, we're like so close. Yeah, so like also follow my YouTube. I usually stream karaoke on YouTube every Thursday in Japan, Wednesday in the USA, I think. But yeah, like I will also like be posting my schedule every week on Twitter, letting you guys know when my stream starts, also on Twitter. Also, if you like today's stream, spread the word. It makes me really happy. My YouTube channel just got 300 subscribers. Like, guys, thank you so much for the support. It like really makes me happy. Thank you guys so much. It means so much for me that you guys are always supporting me. It makes me so happy and giddy and like it fills me with such glee. Yeah, but yeah, like really nice. So many things that we can learn about each other's cultures, which is nice. But yeah, let's see if we can like, I was gonna say like let's raid someone, but like there's like no one online right now. It's a shame. It would have been great if like we raided somebody. If only like someone like, you know, Theo or Stelly were here. I mean, Theo, you're here, but like if you were like streaming, I could have raided you. Hold on a sec. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, let me shout out to my dear friend Theo here. We're done! I don't know if I'm doing this right. Let's see. What's up, sir? I just invited to a game. It's okay. Hold on. Let's see. There you go. Like, everyone follow my, like, friend Theo here. Like, he's really sweet. And he's, like, really fun. He's, like, a really, like, fun guy. You know, these days he's playing, Overwatch with Stelly, who is also, like, a really good friend of mine, too. So check him out. Check also, like, Stelly out, although she's not here right now. Like, he's really cool. Go give him the love and support. He's really, like, such a great guy. Are you also playing Overwatch now, too? Oh, thank you so much, Clii. No problem. You guys are always supporting me. I want to support you guys back. Yeah. Yeah, everyone just... Yeah, I hope we can do, like, a collab again. Like, that'd be, like, so much fun. Oh my gosh, I want to do it before school starts, too, because I'm going to be so busy. Doubt I'll even, like, have time, like, after school. Heck, even weekends. You know, that being said, you know, it's almost 5 o'clock here, 1 minute before stream actually ends. So, you know, lastly, let me say again, please follow my social media, subscribe, or like follow, leave a like, turn on notifications for like YouTube, Twitter, even Twitch. Spread the word if you like my stream. It makes me really happy when you guys support me. Yeah, we should. I can't wait. Same. Also, like Dead by Daylight collab when? Collab when? That'd be like so much fun. I don't mind if it's like Identity 5 either, or like, you know, Dead by Daylight. I don't mind either. It's basically the same game, just different like characters. But yeah, like that was so much fun, guys. I want more, please. You'll see me again on, it's Friday now, right? So like on Monday. That'll be like Sunday night for you guys. I'll be playing World's End Club on here, you know, Twitch. And yeah, it'll be like just one more follower until like 69. Oh my gosh, 1 more follower. Yeah, we're so close to the goal of 70 followers. Like, that makes me so happy. But yeah, thank you for coming, Chili Apple too. Thank you so much. Thank you, Theo, Chili Apple, everyone who came today. Thank you so much. I hope you all stay shelltacular, and I will see you again next Monday. See you!